Good morning. This is Dr. Mia Lueth. It is Thursday, May 23rd, 2024, 6:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York, USA. I'm not sure if it's standard. I always forget which one's which. Yeah, I thought we weren't going to put the clocks back last year, and for some reason that did happen. So I don't really know. I try not to. I start if I start venting too much, I'll do little takes that I need to do for the documentary. So some of it I just end quickly because I know what I need. So there's no typical, cut. It's not working like that. But uh, after reviewing some of the video, I mean, I know what's more probable spiritual, uh, paranormal, so-called supernatural activity. Um, I mean, I know the difference. So some people may call that Christ-like discernment. Um, so we are meant to help each other like a team, not any other way. And no human on earth ever does it all on your own, ever. Right? You have to consider things that many don't, apparently. And it's not helpful to a human individual if they don't always consider the cost. And the cost may be time, resources, your personal peace, money, human lives, animal lives, plant lives. See what I'm getting at? Okay. So, those of you who are just all about the money, step much further away from me. Okay? Way more to life than just that. By such wide margins, millions of songs have been written about it. Millions of poems and sonnets and short stories and, yep, art inspired by non monetary uh, things, which can be another person, right? So, considering the costs, it's not just about the dollar bill, y'all. Okay? It never has been, and it never will be. So, those of you who only see the dollar bill sign, do not approach me ever. You will feel warnings. You will smell warnings. You will taste warnings. You will know warnings. Do you understand? I'm not speaking fiction. It is actual reality on Earth, year 2024. Hi there, right? I consider the cost. Sometimes it's not even worth letting a dog go in and sniff it out. Okay. I do not agree that we as Microsoft users are forced to deal with AI. We should have an option. All humans should have that option. High tech did not win this round, humans and any other worldlies can understand what I'm saying, which you should be able to because we speak without this. Do you understand? There are a lot of theories. Okay? Not a single human being has yet to prove the theory of evolution, and they're not getting closer to that. Okay? I'm a scientist. I know how to read and interpret research papers. I know what an abstract is. You understand? I know how to put together an entire research team because I've done it before at Towson University, which when I got there was called Towson State. So I got there during a growth period. I averaged 4 hours of sleep when I was going to school full time and working full time. And then with labs and science, nope, can't do that. Got to work full time, go to school part time. United States American teenagers who are not planning to go to college, I will say this: if it's because of money, stop saying words. If you belong in college, you keep trying and you will get there. Maybe even fully paid for. A good college. Don't ever use money as an excuse for getting an education because there are always ways. Always. Sometimes it's not always about the wallet or the purse. Uh, but in the state of Maryland, here's what I'm going to say. I don't care if you hate on me. Migrant workers aren't necessary because we are all four seasons, and all four season businesses can hire kids right out of high school that are U.S. citizens. And if you can put up migrants in housing, you can put up 18-year-olds in housing that are United States citizens that learn how to four season work, which is entirely possible in the United States of America, especially in the state of Maryland. There is all four season work for outdoor workers, indoor workers. Sometimes you're indoors, sometimes you're outdoors. Vocational schools are not looked down upon. You need to stop talking. My Maryland native friend who speaks of dirty jobs. That's what you think. And that's your inferiority complex. Vocation schools are perfectly acceptable. They train people. You still get a high school education, and you get hired right out of fucking vocational school. Almost guaranteed. You would have to seriously flunk the hell out not to walk out of that kind of high school with a job and a diploma. And you might, a couple years later, get a job that has tuition remission and they will pay for your college. Handy trick for people who have medication and or short-term memory problems. I do have occasional memory problems these days. Some of it is known traumatic incident amnesia, which is hopefully temporary. Another reason that I sought out a therapist. Um, there were little pockets I can remember, but I'm a sober person. It's not because I was out, you know, partying my ass off. So that's not why. Some of us born and raised a certain way, and it doesn't have anything to do with guilt, and it doesn't have anything to do with shame. If you don't try, you fail. If you do try, you learn. I may look young. I'm 52 years old. I have an old soul, and I've seen way too much selfish wreckage that only human beings are responsible for, not otherworldlies, not the creator of all things. There are humans walking on planet Earth right now that have been found to be without excuse by the Holy Creator. That's what time it is. Planet Earth. I'll be back. I have a hiatal hernia, by the way. The hiatal hernia is up here now. My stomach is up here now. My stomach has pushed through my diaphragm and has made part of it has made its way here. So my stomach is essentially pushing against other material in my body, and it is squeezing on my vocal cords. So I have to do a freaking another barium swallow, but most likely surgery is going to happen, and at least I know what's causing the issues with my larynx, my voice box. Some of it also acid reflux over the years, right? Some of it dry mouth medications, but the main reason that I'm having trouble with my voice box, other than I have, 1 1/4 lung working, right? My stomach is right here. Oh, let me swallow. Right here. A part of my stomach has come up and is right here. So that's what's known as a hiatal hernia. But that is what's causing other material in me to press up against my voice box, the lower part of my voice box. So I have found one thing that is inhibiting me from singing. So I have to mentally prepare. I'm not going to have a choice but to have surgery. So I'm trying very hard to get things down on paper in case I don't decide, in case I don't make it out of one of my surgeries, because I'm not going to be able to avoid them. I want to make sure the people I appreciate know I do. And I am one of those high IQ type peoples. All right, but it doesn't mean that I don't have common sense. It's not like that. And emotional intelligence is just as important, especially if you have jobs that mean you have to deal with other human beings. So always be aware of that. And it is a very good idea to make sure that your children know who they are. Know your own self very, very well. And life gets a little easier. I would not say that if I had not seen that pattern in my life numerous times over. If you're human, it applies to you. I need help. So somebody is going to show up for me now, not later. I'm not engaged to anyone. I don't know what that Captain Maurice last crap is on Instagram, because what I'm being told is those two people are not together. And what I've been told is apparently that one wants to marry me. I don't have just taking money and not and making excuses. And it needs to be shut down. I need some people on that. Get that shit off Instagram. Martin Chandler, whoever the hell you are. You are not my romantic partner. This is not how that works. You come here, you help me, you provide for me. Put a ring on my finger. You don't want to let the public know, well, then it ain't fucking happening. Chandler, Maurice, fucking Lab, Martin, piece of shit. As far as I'm concerned, both of them can stay out of the United States. He and his precious fucking Maddie. You're getting vetted, people coming to this country. And if you're coming here illegally, I pray to God nobody fucking finds you and kills you first, because there are people in my country who do that kind of thing. Legals, get the resources. Illegals do not. Do you understand me, Charles Barkley? Go back to basketball right now. Do not make me repeat myself. You've never seen me mean planet Earth. Never. But you will.